Yeah, well, Jack, who played very well against Wales, I thought that was one of his best ever games for Scotland, and was just getting back to full fitness at a massive game in terms of the physical outputs. He's unfortunately not turned around in time for the weekend. He had a tight hamstring during the game, and it just hasn't cleared up in time for Saturday. Another player who's injured, Sam Skinner, who would have been in the mix for selection. But it's a really good opportunity for Ben Muncaster to come to the team, for Matt to start. He started a number of times for us, and for Marshall to be involved in the Six Nations for the first time. We've gone to a 6-2 split, which means that Jamie Dobie comes back in as cover for more than one position in wing against Ireland. He's played wing and scrum half for the last couple of seasons.
You ideally don't want to be losing guys to injury, but at this stage of the championship, kind of a bit of new blood kind of help things?
Oh, well, we'll see. I think everybody has been putting their hands up in training, and during this run of games we've not made many changes to the squad, so it can be a frustrating time for the players that haven't got the chance, but we always say to them, be ready. And Ben and Marshall in particular, because he's been with us the whole campaign, they have been showing in training and the opportunities they had for Edinburgh in the fallow weeks, that they're ready for this opportunity.
France and Paris going for a championship under the lights, it's going to be a great occasion. What did you make of them in Dublin, and how big a challenge is this for you guys?
It is probably the biggest challenge right now in world rugby. I think when you put all the factors together, the French team at home are always a huge challenge. The way they're playing, even in their defeat, they scored a lot of points and could have scored a number more at Twickenham. They're playing a game of rugby that's really producing points and scores. They're physical. They're bringing obviously a fresh pack on at some stage in the second half, and they're going for the title. So it's a great game to go up against one of the best teams in the world at home.
So presumably, from what you're saying there, Scotland need their best ever performance if they're going to pull this off.
Yeah, it would require something like we've delivered in the past in big challenges in Paris a few years ago, at Twickenham a couple of years ago, but also some of the performances we've put in this year, and stretching that out for as long as possible would put us in a good position this weekend.
How do you get this elusive 80-minute performance? We saw for 50 minutes a brilliant Scotland performance, great spells down at Twickenham, some nice stuff against Italy, but it's these stretches where we've allowed the opposition into the team, and I don't imagine you'll be able to give France too many opportunities like that.
Yeah, but I think that's Test rugby. Like, you'd be disrespectful for the opposition that you're going to dominate for 80 minutes. We're playing against some quality teams, so momentum swings are going to go in the opposition's favour, and in particular when you're playing against top quality teams. So yeah, there are a lot we did last week against Wales and the game against Twickenham. Those are the basis of what we need to do this weekend.
Will your team kind of enjoy being, I guess, not the headline event? Everyone's tuning in, expect to see another massive performance from France on the way to the championship. They got the chance to go there and spoil it.
Yeah, and look, we're aware of the context of the game. The atmosphere will be amazing. We've experienced the atmospheres during the World Cup. We played France in the World Cup warm-up game, and that was a pretty special atmosphere. And we played at Stade de France in the past, and this will be even more heightened because of what's at stake for France. So to be involved in that game is great. It's now just about focusing on our game and bringing that out for as long as we can and beyond, like pushing ourselves physically and being together for that 80 minutes. That's going to be very important.
The recent games with France have been really tight. It's never been the team could have stretched away. Would you put that down to it, or stylistically between the teams, or what's your opinion?
Yeah, well, from our perspective, we've played well in the games. We've had to recover at times from 2 red cards in the last 2 or 3 games against them. one that we got back into position 2 years ago. Stade de France to really put them under pressure, and in a World Cup warm game to come back and win with 14 men. I think we obviously our players. That's a big reason why we've gone well in this fixture. Our players are a quality group. They thrive in that atmosphere. They thrive with the challenge, and this is what we're asking them to do again this weekend.